Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Strategic Command World War I. This is episode number 26. My computer, it's back. I'm alive. So, there was a brief pause in this series. Actually, really not that long, because you get on a mission, man. I have a computer, it's down. I tried to always have a backup of videos anyway, but the problem is I couldn't even boot to upload the ones I had. So anyways, that's all resolved. We're back. And just in time for the series to conclude. So actually the biggest unfortunate thing about the pause is that I haven't been able to record the play-by-email multiplayer series with Agrippa. And that's just going to be, I keep saying it, I know, but it's going to be so much fun. It really is. So I think that's all we want to do for this turn. I honestly, it's been over a week since the last turn. Looks like Greece is going to fall to pieces very quickly. We have, we're already taking some of the area. We should just march right through Larissa. I'm sure they have somebody at least guarding their capital, considering it's also a port, and like it would be really easy to amphibiously invade, navally invade, if they just left it open. Probably the same with Larissa. I don't think anything else in here is going to have anything. They will give us some points, but I really doubt they have anybody. No Spartans guarding the pass. Probably just Larissa and Athens. Maybe Kalamata, but if they have those three, even I will be surprised, even impressed. And honestly, if we wanted to, we could probably just cheat a little bit. Go to who controls them diplomatically? Probably the British. Yeah, they aren't even considered in the war anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's the British who control them. And so I won't be able to get their units separate. So I mean, one of the things we could do if we wanted is just look at the losses, go to detailed losses. Oh my god! Like, are you seeing this? This is ridiculous. That's 80, 90, 99. They're at 99 cores. 99 cores. Dead in the war. 99 cores dead. You take one down. You pass it around. One is how many Austria-Hungary has lost. That's the entirety of the Central Powers' losses, is just one infantry corps. We have lost 2 cavalry corps. We bought all of these back, by the way. They're already back on the map. Or are they back on the map, or are they just in the pipeline to be back on the map? Anyways, my screen is glitching right now. You can probably see it right there. Is it showing up? Oh, it's not showing up for you guys. It's just showing up for me. So, what if I do this? Go over to this. Yeah, it's going to keep happening. Okay, so maybe I'll just, hold on, let me turn off my monitor. Turn it back on. Oh, it fixed it. Okay, great. We're in business. Okay, so let's end this turn. Enough preamble, enough introduction, enough rambling. Let's end the turn, and this might be the very last video. I suspect it will be. And it might all come to a head right now. As in, this might be the end of the war. I doubt it. But, I mean, France, I don't think Russia's going to fall yet. Their morale is crazy low, but... Wait a second. The revolution in Russia and setting up the provisional government there opens up a new opportunity to weaken our opponent in the east. Absolutely. Oh, it's sending Lenin! Yes! There was a Russian revolutionary in Switzerland called Lenin who could prove useful if we were to arrange for him to be sent to Russia, where he will be able to agitate in favor of the Bolshevik party. Would you like to authorize the payment of 25 points to send Lenin to Russia in the hope that he will be able to provoke further disorders there? I mean, obviously the answer is yes. For 25 points, you're going to get so much bang for your buck. Bolsheviks are hot-headed revolutionaries. Ultimately, this exercise was contributed by Germany's own collapse in the autumn of 1908, so this is not a decision to take lightly. Yeah. I don't know why they say this is actually something I may already know, but I can't connect, or I may just not know at all. The success of the Bolsheviks in Russia was to contribute to Germany's own collapse. Do they just mean the Weimar Republic? Is that what they're talking about? In that case, okay, but I don't think that the Russians took up arms. Did the Bolsheviks take up arms against them? Anyways, we'll say yes. It may lead to some kind of like Finland declares independence from Russia. Oh, good thing we didn't choose to invade. Geniosi territorial militia mobilized. Okay, militia I'm not worried about. Those are going to be Senussi, Revoltin, that. I couldn't move this guy. I'm pretty sure I could not move him last turn. So the Russian army is weakened by mutinies and desertions. Oh, they're... you can see that I didn't zoom in. That's fine. That is a lot of blowing up. So they, Entente Raiders, are disrupting the Norway-Germany convoys. That's actually kind of good for us, since Norway, we don't need the points, and if we get Norway in the war, it's just more troops, more space. It's just... we're okay right now to expand the battlefront. Looks like we will have one more turn in us. But I'll try to, again, I think I mentioned this, I'll try to do this entire turn and end the turn again. Wait. They're thinking. Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted this destroyer there to do, is to prevent that guy from moving. It was a 1-to-1, from what I could tell. I wished, yeah, this submarine, but at least he wasn't attacked. Well, not yet. And we got submarines all, oh, yeah, so they did end up attacking him, which is a waste, honestly, but... they pulled back. That was the HQ. Honestly, a good move to pull them back. Are they retreating out of the Caucasus? Now, historically, the interesting thing is the Russians barely held on to the Caucasus. I mean, the Ottomans threw a horrendous unit of forces forward and just, well, most of them died, but... Okay, that was a 1-3. I don't know if that's worth it, though. CAs are pretty cheap. Saw that their submarine disappeared. Oh, wow, they attacked a van all the way down there. Aha! Oh! So we did do some work there, but it looks like you only intercept the first one. That's good to know for the future. Use... Okay, 0-2, 0-2, 1-2. This unit has held strong. Their experience is probably really high. I'm surprised if Russia is attacking at all at this point. I mean... I cannot wait for the play-by-email. I even want to stop this episode just so I can get back to it. I'm in turn 2, or... Yes, turn 2 for me. Things are exciting. No spoilers, but things are exciting. So you can watch from either side. Okay, and that's it. That's their turn. So really nothing happened. Also, I didn't see any technological advances, so I guess nothing happened on that front. But that's fine. Bolshevik forces grow in strength in Finland. And I wonder if the Italian frogmen strike at the Austro-Hungarian ports. British national morale falls below 50%. So I suspect that their troops will start suffering penalties then? Is it 50% when you get penalties? I don't know. I thought it was like 90% or 80%, but... Look at the combat losses summary. It's crazy. They did one thing. We've found their sub. Okay. Well, we can't do anything about that there. This is a core spotted near Padua. Not bad. Emissaries from the Senussi report that their forces have been successful in taking up arms against the Italian occupier, and they have won a great victory by capturing Bardia in eastern Cyrenaica. Cyrenaica? They humbly request that we send more arms and officers to train a regular corps to take the field alongside their more irregular tribesmen. Would you be able to spend? Yes, absolutely yes. 75 for a corps? That's an amazing deal. Alright, there it is. And looks like we have 2 submarines. That's fantastic. That's right, we were starting to buy submarines. And a mountain corps, which we also bought. The Germans are just going to start rolling in the units. We're just going to have so much firepower. And we just closed off the Western Front. I mean, mostly. We still have the Western approach to Italy, which I don't know if the AI is going to defend, but honestly, the war is over anyway, so even a human player would be really hard-pressed to do anything interesting there. Yeah, so we probably can start attacking Tobruk. Well, I want to use the partisans, but let's do a quick comparison. These guys have 2-1-1-1, so that's not very good. But their attack value is still 2-1 against soft targets, which I believe detachments are considered soft. So they have a defense value of 3. It'll be 2-3. I still think this is good. Can we heal this one? No, because supply is... Well, supply is 10, but for some reason we can't. You probably have to have line of... Or, like, you know, some ability to get to, to, like, a supply point. Yeah, we'll attack Tobruk. I mean, hey. If nothing else, we can actually take City Barani. I don't know how many points this will provide, but it's something. We could actually just march a unit to El Alamein. It's like World War II. We're pushing in from. We're pushing in from Libya. Gosh, I could not think of the name of this country. Or, I guess it's not a country yet. It's just Italian. Yeah, I think it's just Italian right now. That's just so funny because Italy's on the other side. Okay, so what do we want to do? I mean, just probably a lot of. I think I'll pause and do some reflecting of what to do exactly. We'll continue to push back. I think we've done a really good job of stopping. Excuse me, let me move this. Obstructing my view. We've done a really good job of pushing the. Oh my gosh, 165%. We've done a really good job of pushing the Royal Navy out of the fight. Now I think we would even be confident with a naval amphibious landing. We could probably hold our own, just with mines, stuff like that. We are extremely confident in the lack of contribution from the Russians at this point, considering they're losing what little they have. It's just so fun to be in this position and just to sit there and think about all the possibilities. Unfortunately, a lot of the thinking and interesting strategy is gone with the Western Front collapsing. The interesting thing now is that we get a... Oh, they decided to leave. I mean, I can't say I blame them. We know that it's fine to go all the way over here because they don't control anything. So, with only 5 supply points, supply is going to be a big concern. I was able to get both of these guys to 10. Oops, it's not going to be useful. There. So 7, 6. So 6 is fine. We can move this guy forward. And this guy, can he make it to Avignon? Yes. So this will become a 10 next turn. And then we'll push supply forward. Okay, so that's just exactly what has to happen here. There's no alternative. This guy has to move here. We need him to push supply forward as far as we can over here. We can go, if this would only be a 4, this will be a 5. But at the same time, let's see. So I'm going to move this unit forward. I would like to heal him. It's only 1 point though. I guess it's fine that we sacrifice it because we do need to take Marseille, right? So now at this point, supply will be what? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, so this is 5, 4, 5. I'd rather avoid that. I could move him here. Maybe here for 5. If he has supply points of 5, he's only going to have 3 action points, which I dislike. Oh my gosh, we have 2 to 4 odds there. That's, I mean, significantly better than I was expecting. I don't think we... Yeah, this takes all 4 movement points. We can't attack and then move. If we move and then attack, although... Yeah, although he's not protecting to the south. And turns at 12. This is pretty insane. We need artillery. Where's our artillery? We might even have to... Oh, I sent it off to the east. Well, that was smart. It's probably more needed there. Can we get this guy healed? God, he's still at supply of 5. We'll get him somewhere nice this turn. And same thing with these guys. We'll have to get them to a place where they have better supply. Okay, so there's a little bit to do there. Is there an opportunity to attack here? Oh my gosh. Why is this guy's morale 24%? Is all their... I think it's because their morale. The Italians are at 45%. Their morale is, like, atrocious. Is that why? This one has 92%. I don't fully understand this. I mean, ideally, I keep swapping places so that we can move in, but you know what? Who cares? Honestly, who cares about... And this is a detachment going 2 to 2 with a corps. And 1 to 2 with a corps. Well, I know what we're... There's just no way I cannot take that. Even though it's not... Even though none of these are low enough supply to be completely destroyed, I don't think the Italians have the economy to reinforce. So... Oh, we also have the... Oh my gosh, this is brutal. I was going to say we also have the Greeks to deal with, but apparently they did not even defend Salonika. So we'll probably move forward... I want to move here, but I don't want to move there if there's a unit in Larissa. Okay, let's go here. Enemy contact. It's 1, 2. Moved a little too quickly there. Still didn't end up being that bad. So this will be the lag. Can I do this? Okay, good. So that means you can move in. Oh, wow. So I think that this core used to be in Larissa, and they just chose to move it to Ionina. Ionina? Ionina. I don't know how to say that. And I feel embarrassed because I feel like I should, but whatever. So anyways, we were able to take Larissa without any consequences at all. Like, nobody was there. Nobody's home. We can actually end up attacking Kavala from... They ended up entrenching, a little bit unusual, in my opinion, towards the sea. So yeah, we'll move here, and then we'll move in. We'll just see what that... It's going to be a 1 to 3. Let's do the 1 to 5 first. And then this should just be the death of it. Although, if we just swap places and do this attack... Okay, we can't move in, so you... can't move in. Alright, well, we'll take it next turn then. Probably was a supply thing. So there's going to be huge supply problems now. If you thought the supply was bad before... Oh, this will be a 6? How? No, it won't. 8, 4. It'll be a 3. Unless we can find somebody who can get down there. And we cannot. That's fine. Alright, we'll get it next turn. We'll get him next turn, boys. I think this is as far as I can move this guy down either. I mean, 2. For some reason, this is a 10 because... I think its supply is 6? No, its supply is 7. It says supply of 7, which means I can move it 1 forward. And I'm not sure if I should move it this way or not. It looks like, yeah, the supply is coming. 6, 5, 5. So, yeah, it is coming from this guy, so... Although this will actually end up depriving this unit of supply. So 9, 6. So this will be 7, 6. Nope. 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh my gosh, it's going to be very bad. Oh, or I guess it's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. It'll be a 4. I mean, it's still a core, I'm sorry, a detachment holding its own against a core. Let's not bog down too much. Come on, Tortuga, let's finish this off, right? So 2 to 2, 2 to, oh, so nothing really useful here. 2 to 3, so there is a potential to do some damage here. I don't see any of this being necessary to do. I think all this is fine. And this is going to be a 4 no matter what, which is great. Because even if you bomb this down to 0, the 4 is coming from our HQ up here. Yeah, we have good supply in this area. I feel pretty confident. I don't know if we want to move. Kind of interesting to move here. Just try to catch that submarine off guard. If he does happen to move our way. We'll put him there just for fun. Down here, this might be big since the British are losing morale. That only translates to morale 56% here. Now, your supply is low, so it might be worth a 1 to 3. Oh, or we could just destroy their air force. Now, this guy has supply of 5. We can probably make that even worse if we just cut him off. Yeah, this is worth it. So supply right now is a 10, but what is your supply? You are at a 6. Okay, I don't want you to move forward then. Unfortunately, 7, 6. This will be a 6. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's not great, but 6 is like the lowest I feel comfortable with. 5, I already feel bad. I mean, obviously 5, you get 1 less action point. Things are not quite as good. And if I do that one more time, 6, this will be a 5, which I don't want. 2 to 1. Okay, so we'll try to just bring these guys back up to full strength. We'll just work on, if that thing stays there, we'll keep attacking that. Otherwise, we'll start working on this detachment. Lots of options. We can keep pushing this group forward. So what's the supply right now? 5. So yeah, we gotta get as close to that as possible. And we essentially can't... We're all moving as the speed of the HQ since we have no other supply. So It's a 2-3-3, and that means they all move at the speed of 2. Unless I let them leapfrog, I guess I could. Okay, I could just move this guy 1, and then this guy could move 3 into Ramadi. But actually, if I move this guy here, he'll be an 8, and it'll give more supply to the other ones, so yeah, I don't know. Not a big deal. We're going to win anyway. Everything I do is just, footnoted with that remark that, it doesn't matter because we're going to win anyway. And, that does obviously remove a lot of the suspense from this game. Makes it a lot less interesting. But, still but it may still be very interesting for people. I still want to see, this guy has, what's his deal? This one has, I don't understand this. They both have a river crossing. This Riga guy has no entrenchments. This is a full core with 1.6 experience, 120% morale. He gets a 1-3. This is a 7 with 89% morale, only 1.07 experience. So in every way worse than he gets a 1-5. There's some magic, some real magic here that I'm not aware of. I cannot possibly understand why this is like this, but just take him at face value. It ended up being a 1-4, I think. Now, supply-wise, you're at a 7. This will be a 6. Okay, I think those are acceptable boundaries. Go ahead and, yeah, I guess I will push forward. 1-4, 1-3. Yeah, I don't know what that guy's deal is. Now, doing this does free up the zone of control penalties. We've taken Riga. I think I will send one unit. Yeah, I think I'll send... Should I send the cavalry? I guess I want to send the cavalry, like, right here, just to make sure if there's somebody in... I mean, hell, we just might as well get in there then. And then this guy will actually go over and do the damage. Wow, should be over. Okay, stay there. He did take a hit. Okay, good. And yeah, keep moving then. This guy ought to move up to our 6. Yeah, definitely on to bounce up. So we got a 10 here. 9, 8, 7, 6. That's fine. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. This will be a 5, but at least it's cavalry, so they can easily move forward. With Riga falling, I mean, we can even try. I don't know if we should, but we can even try to take Divinsk. Considering it's a fortress, I'm pretty sure they're going to have a garrison there, but actually, I'm not entirely sure. But what better way to find out than to just do some exploration? Whoops. So that's so helpful. Honestly, that's really, really good information. Just finding out that there's a unit there, it means that we don't have to worry about moving forward and getting surprise attacked. Like, I mean, this is, for example, what I should have done. Where was it? Where did I get surprise attacked? Over here? Yeah, I don't have any airships down here, but that would have been nice to avoid this surprise attack. Okay, going back up to the front. 23 minutes already. I just might... I think I'm going to pause real fast just to consider all the options and then quickly just jump through them. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. So I think I'm going to go ahead and attack this unit. Just bomb it into smithereens with my artillery. I have 6 shells. We should be getting 2 shells back a turn. That was 59 down to 53%. Took a hit. So we'll get this down to like 2, I think. Stat entrenchment down to 1, 48%. 48's going to 43 and 0 entrenchment. 1-5, that's already pretty good. We'll give it one more shot. I don't think this one's going to affect too much, but we'll just do it anyway. Oh, yeah, I mean, it did another hit. So I still have an action point, which means if we end up winning this fight, I can move up. Okay, end up being better than expected, which is actually not unexpected. Supply-wise, we're going to get it from here. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Supply here is, wow, 10, 9, 8, 7. I think we should move this guy forward, have him finish this guy off. I think this will... Yeah, that was nice. We can move this guy. So I might want to do the movement. I don't know if I need this unit or not. Let me see where supply is going to come from next turn. This will be a 4 coming from 6, 4. 7, 5, 4. I think it's 8, 6, 5. No, this 5 comes from a 7. Yeah, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4. Okay. Or, no, it's got to come from this. Sorry, I'm just a big dummy. 6. Where does the 6 come from? 7, 8. So 7, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4. Got it. So getting this 6 will not help us, unfortunately. This guy can still move back, though, which I suppose we will have to do in order to preserve some supply. Unfortunately, it means that they will be able to retreat if they want to, but I think it's worth it in order to preserve his supply. And then we can shift both of these guys down if I want. Or do I want to focus on Kovno? Grodno will fall, and if Kovno falls, these guys won't have any supply. So I actually do think that that's the thing we need to do. Attack from the north, northwest, and the southwest. So we'll start setting up our men to do that. And this guy's going to move on in so that we're ready to start bombing Kovno. How does that look for next turn now? Should give us a pretty... Yep, 6, 6, 6. 6. 6 supply for artillery. I don't know if that's the best. I wonder if they get as many shells back if they're so low in supply. Now, we do want to do some attacks. I think we're going to attack Grodno. Look, I put this artillery here. It's here so that it can help out. But the thing is, it can't get into position to fire this turn. So I think it's going to fire here, move into Bialystok, so just in case. I mean, what we could try to do is bypass it, but the problem is supply, right? Blitzkrieg only works if you can cut them off and then get back into supply before it hurts. And we don't have that. That's not really in this game, that kind of idea. You'll be actually in really low supply if you try to take such a move. Now, we can actually boost supply if we take Grodno, of course, which itself will become a supply point, but for now, this is, I think, just 8, 7, 6. So we can put our HQ here, and then this becomes a 10, 9, 8, 7. So it's very good. If we can, I think we're going to try to take Grodno this turn. So I think we'll go ahead and hammer away with... Okay, so ordinarily I would like to use the recon against a target which I'm going to attack with artillery, but I think in this case I actually want to use it here because their morale is 56. It's down to 53. I don't know if that made a huge difference. Oh, 1 to 3. Okay, let's do it. Okay, that ended up being a 2 to 3. Not fair game, but we'll see. I mean, this guy can move forward probably. I think so, and then we'll have the 10 move forward as well. I think I'm just going to do... I'm preemptively assuming that this is what I'll do. Assuming victory. Well, let's take an 0-3, which ended up being a 1-3. Darn you, game. Did it preserve the detachments? Well, maybe. I don't want to move forward with this guy. I want to move forward. That guy might have to move backwards then, because this unit is in the way. I need to move forward to here. Anyway, I mean, any of these units is now eligible to move in. We've taken it. And move this guy back just so this guy can move forward. And then that will now be my supply of 10, which is perfect. So we see that next turn, having the 10 there is going to dramatically improve supply across the board. All planned. We'll get this guy to move forward if he can. I think the 8. So 9, 8, 7. This will be a 7. That's not too bad. And we do want him to mirror the artillery, though. So I think I'm going to move him down here, even though he'll be a 7 there. I think it's okay. You have not moved or struck or anything. Striked. Okay, 1 to 4. That's pretty darn good. And this cavalry, this poor cavalry has just been so faithful in its determined attacks over here. And yeah, and thankfully they're rewarded by not being penalized. By the way, does it get supply? It does, from the HQ. That's nice. Let's bring our best troops forward. So this one... I mean, our best Austro-Hungarian troops forward. An O2. He'll probably end up moving back, but let's see what kind of effect we can get out of this. Okay, got them all together. So perfect. Okay, so supply here. This guy's getting a 10. Where are you getting your 10 from? Are you at the limit? 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, so you are at the limit of what will give you, which we can see there. He's at a 6. What can we do with this guy then? How can we... So I guess this HQ is just going to have to stay there. It will supply a 10. 9, 8, 6. So this is going to be a 6? That's not too bad. I'm thinking about running my poor cavalry forward. A 6 probably can't get them healed back up to 10, but... Okay, let's do this. You can always move back. Okay, that was pretty effective. Let's just look at how bad supply would be if we try to cut them off. That's 6. Where is that? How is that? Oh, it's only a 6 if we could do 9, 8, 7, 6. But it's 9, 8, 6, 4. So we won't do that. We could... I mean, that's the kind of crazy stuff you wouldn't mind doing with a detachment. And funny thing is, this is only a detachment. Okay, let's start bombing this guy. Entrenchment of 4, 60%, down to 54% in 3. 49% in 2. 44% in 1. Wow, didn't take a single strength point, but he's down to 40% and 0 entrenchment. And I'm pretty sure that's going to spell curtains for him. So we'll probably end up surrounding Brett the Boss this time. Oh, wow, that was, instead of a 2-4, a 3-3. That was brutal. I might even, like, this guy's so out of the fight now. I think we'll do a switching dance with him. So that was an 0-3, which is much better. This is now an 0-4. I kind of want to not use that unit, because then we can push him forward further. Okay. So that unit can assume there. So this right now is a 10. This is a 6. Let's also take a look at the supply situation. So I think this unit is going to have to sit at this 6, because that's supply of 10. We'll get this unit forward. He spent his turn in purgatory. You have not done anything. We could reinforce him, or we could move him forward. I mean, the question's... I'm asking the question, can we actually attack this turn? I don't think it's worth it. Let's just let the artillery move forward. Interesting. So let's take a look at this flag again. 7. This is a 5, but these are both 6s. 7, 6. This is a 6. This is truly a 6. This is actually going to be a 4. I think there's no way to avoid it being a 4 unless you go through Brest. So we could just say, screw it, throw caution to the wind and advance. A 7 is just so good. Let's have that unit move forward. Okay. Yeah, there's nobody there then. And I guess we'll start ganging up. I'm going to shift this unit. I keep looking because I really don't know if it's bad to move this unit forward. We could just completely surround Brest this turn, I believe. Okay, let's do it. Keep them on the roads, I guess. Yeah, move them all forward. They're, you know what? You might as well just reinforce. That one might as well have reinforced as well. I think this one might as well reinforce because we have not enough places on the front for these guys to go right now. Wow, it's a 1-3. That's. I mean, I know it's a. Do we want to try to use artillery against it? I guess we could. Why not, right? Supply-wise, how's this looking? You have attacked already. It's going to go forward here. Okay, that's probably all the stuff we can do here. Looking good. Very, very, very solid movement on the eastern front now. And there's nowhere else from forward motion to be happening anyway. Okay, let's move here. So 10, 2 to 2. 1 to 3. 1 to 3. Now with his 6 movement points, I think it's fine for us to spend an extra action point to move him down to keep this guy on the road. Yeah, still able to get it. Good. That will be a 3, so we won't get a whole lot of supply there. We're going to have an issue bouncing supply forward here as well. This is a 10, but like, what does it get us right now? This is a 5? That's not bad. That's actually significantly better than I expected. Okay, and next, I ideally want to take this if I can. End up being a 2-1 instead of a... this is a bit disappointing. Let's just take a look at supply, try to memorize that. 6. So 6 is fine. I'm okay with that. Okay. Move this guy into the firing line. 1 to 3. End up being a 1 to 4. I don't know if I have to move him out, actually. The entrenchments are not to the north, so let's move this guy here. 1 to 5. Perfect. It'll end up being a 2 to 5, but I'm obviously very, very okay with that. And after we take it, it'll be a very big question. What is... So you haven't been moved its turn. Let's actually just reinforce this unit. That's a 3. Not that good. Okay, so let's do the upgrade here. Obvious upgrade. And everyone. We just need all those upgrades. So free reign. Now I did not move this cavalry. I intentionally did not want to move this cavalry because I was really hoping that we would have an opportunity to just zip this guy forward. How far can we zip him forward is the big question. So here's a 5. So we can get him here. That's a 6. No problem. Let's get him to this 6. Okay. This is a 5. We're okay with that. And there's definitely somebody in Uman. I think I'll even move him backwards because better supply for next turn. And we don't really need anything extra. So, it's looking good. 6, 5. This guy could move back, but the only places he could move, it would take him... He can get to a 7 if he moves all the way back here, but I don't think that's worth it. So, and you can move all the way forward. And you can also move forward. This artillery is pretty much along for the ride for a while. You should stay... Actually, we can move you here. That'll put you at 8 supply, which is okay. And then you can do recon next turn. Okay, good. So that's that. It feels like World War II, Operation Barbarossa. I think we're done with this turn. I don't really care about doing... I mean, basically all I'm going to do here is heal people. But entrenchment of... It's fine. This is... We're just in a winning situation. I'm going to move this unit here just to protect a line that will never be interrupted anyway. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have this. So I think I'm going to move this unit here. Okay. Ooh. These partisans, do they just get supplied no matter what? Because they're both 1-0s, which I'm not extremely happy about. I think I'd rather just guard this, wait for the points to come back up, and annoy them. I will move into Gazala. I will just start moving west from here. They will have to make the move, whether or not decide themselves whether they want to keep Tobruk or they want to chase us down. Moving right next to them, I realize now is a bad decision. We want to just spread out and cause them hell. Just moving behind the front lines, not attacking their forces. That's kind of stupid. But hey, I didn't think about it till this very moment. All right, so we have this left to go. We can do reconnaissance slash a little bit of 92%. Any interceptors? No. No. And they're 92%, got taken down to 88%. Not a whole lot, but still 2 to 4, not bad. I'll take it. Being 1 to 3, which is actually perfectly fine for me. We'll just swap them. 1 to 3, 2. End up being 2 to 2. That's not quite as nice. Never decide if I want this guy to have 4 or 5. I think we'll stop him at the 5 then. Yeah. And we'll just heal this unit. Man, I didn't look at what I want to do here. I don't even know where units are needed. I mean, we have so many extra units at this point. But where do you put them? I guess I could probably transport an HQ. That's what I need to do. I need to transport an HQ. These guys are not on rails, but what's the nearest? That's a 7. So you can get back to some place. You guys can all get back to some places. I think we're going to ship the cavalry off to the eastern front, though. So they'll have to just get to a railroad this turn. And I need to move this unit. This is the one who's going to... Yeah. So this guy can move down here. He has 2 yeah, so he has to move here, which 1 puts him on the rail. 2 puts him at supply of 6. So the next turn, this guy generates 10, which is nice. This guy is going to be transported over here. 7. Yeah, this is still good. This will still get this guy supply up to 6, because this 8 will become a 9, because it'll be 8, then 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This 10 will give this guy a 9. No, he'll stay at 8, because 9, 8. So this guy will have to move south 1, which will return this to a 5. All right, we need 1 more HQ over here, but it's we'll get to that as soon as we can. This 10 can be transported. Let's do it here. I think it's better to move him here. Move this unit. How much? What is the supply of 5? I honestly think we're going to end up doing this. And then we'll move somebody new into Trento. I don't know if there's a way for them to get to Trento, but yeah, like you on 11, ready to go. Move into Trento. Yeah, this is going to be great. 43 minutes. Boy, I'm not living up to my... It's been so long since I recorded. I honestly think that people are not, who can be upgraded, ought to, because we just have so many points and so much availability. I mean, we can even ship them right to the front, which makes more sense than trying to... I mean, it's such a waste of points, but at the same time, what are we using those points for anyway? I guess I'll move them here, which is not great supply-wise, but it'll be 1 better. That's a good point. This will be 1 better. Let's move them here, and then we'll move somebody else into that new spot. There we go. We're massing. Boy, I bet the Italians regret their life choices now. We have these 04s. I think we'll pick on this guy. Okay, and we can even bring the 10 up as well. I'm going to have this guy pull back anyways, since, you know, we wanted to get him patched up anyway. I'm okay. I know that it leaves a vacancy, but I'm okay with that because... Oh, that counts as enemy contact? Ah! Well, the worst things have happened, but that was not ideal. Oh, actually, we could shift everyone... So 2, 2. Okay, well, let's do this. 1 to 2. 1 to 2. Yeah, there's no way this guy's gonna... He's not moving forward, let me tell you. And let's reinforce that unit. So, looks like we're already starting to make inroads against the Italians. Their war is not going swimmingly. And we have some naval assets that I could move around, but you know what? I almost think that, okay, let's move here if we can get there, which we can, remarkably. What's our supply? 5. I mean, let's get this guy over here as well. Fine, we'll just stop that from happening. Our destroyer, I'd like him to come out and then... I'd like to put naval mines down. These are not ours. There we go. I don't think that can be seen. So we'll do that. Just prevent passage there. We're fine. Austro-Hungarians, I know they probably have better stuff to do, but we're just going to go ahead and heal our ships. And I don't know, I just want to call this, let's just see what happens. I don't really care. I know this is a whole lot of units are not even being moved. So let's at least pretend we care. Get them over to the rails or heal them. Yeah, on the rails. This guy moved already. We need to get him to higher supply. Let's put him in Vichy. This guy needs to move here. You need to move forward. And you need to move forward as well. Move you here. Just running out of places to put people. Yeah, not terribly good supply, but move him forward. That should be fine now. Okay, good, good, good. Move this unit forward as well. Okay, good. So we can end the turn. I think we'll just do it. I know that we have so much freaking points saved up as Germany. My goodness. But research-wise, I think there's nothing else we can do. This will just have to be a 50-minute episode. Shoot. 1600. Yeah, we're maxed out, so the only thing we can do there... We could do research as the Ottomans, which also doesn't strike me as like a great idea. They're about to get trench warfare finished and infantry warfare. Okay. We'll just let those finish. Again, I don't think the points matters anymore. Let me just wave my magic wand. Okay, so the Ottomans can actually deploy this detachment. That's good news because I think we did push things a little bit far with this. So let's move this back to Adrianople. Let's deploy this unit in Constantinople. Okay, we have submarines, which just deploy here and here. And we have the mountain troops, which honestly should go here. I don't think Alpine really matters, but we're not going to be able to deploy them. Well, okay. I think I'll put them in Italy. If we're transporting troops, we can transport them over to the Eastern Front just as easily as to Italy, so it doesn't really matter. We probably should be transporting more troops, but who cares, right? If the war's over. Then production, we can just be very, very silly and do whatever we want. We can get some... Let's purchase an artillery weapon. Let's purchase a corps. Let's purchase a battle cruiser again. And now we can purchase more. Fine. And end the turn. Because I really don't care. Everyone's fine. Lost Riga. We have a new U-boat section to be built to successfully complete destruction in Poland and the Adriatic. Yes. We do want it there. Bolsheviks are gaining strength. It'll cost us. We'll do this, of course. Oh, Mannerheim defeat the Bolshevik forces in Finland. Didn't even read that carefully, but... No time! I'm looking at 49 minutes. They're striking. Not a great time to be striking if you're the British. I didn't even move this submarine. Wow, we really care about the cricketer dying. 39 steps, some infantry warfare. We have level 3. My gosh. Mein Gott. Armed... Hey! Yeah, that's the good one. We can get tanks soon. Industrial technology. We're getting all kinds of technology. We have so many points. 416 and 203. That's great. And this will be a 50-minute episode, but that's fine. Italy transfers troops from Eritrea to Tobruk. So from Ethiopia area. We're still fighting this one. I forgot to do anything here. I just don't care. Let's just finish. And contact. Perfect. This should be a kill. Nope. But, you know, good. 0-1. Poor guy, he just ran into another one. They are taking away supply by doing those attacks, which I have found effective to do as the Allies against the Germans. PBM. Oh, it looks like the aircraft decided they didn't want to man the front. Some pilots with their revolvers. Their service pistols. And they could barely reinforce these. That one went from 2 to 4. So the Italians completely buying a new core is just not a likely possibility. They keep attacking van. I don't understand why. Here comes the interceptors. Boy, they're aggressive. They don't mind. They keep doing it. I think the Russians are finally running out of steam in the Caucasus. It's just so interesting how the AI in this game is... It's really supposed to push hard against the Caucasus to rise the Russians. I don't fully understand that. What was that, Susi? What? Where was that in the world? Oh, was that in French territory? Are they reconquering French territory? Not on my watch. Wow, Brest does not look good. And it's no longer a situation like Verdun where it can last for a long time. The Bolshevik Revolution leads to disorder in the army? Oh boy. That does not sound good. USA still protesting. Nobody cares, USA. Oh. Is this it? October 23rd, 1915? The end of World War I? I mean, I think we should just end the turn. If the Bolsheviks take power... Oh, that's just in Moscow. That's just in Moscow, right? I really should have read that a little more carefully. Okay, it looks like we have one more turn in us, or one more episode, which will obviously be the completely final episode of this series. So one more video left. We can march around, and hopefully maybe I'll be a little bit more... I mean, I'll have more time since I did the actual turn processing. I can kind of march around, and even off camera, I can hopefully decide a lot more of what I want to do. We can make it a quick turn. Hopefully just rifle through maybe even one more turn after this if the Russians still don't surrender. But for now, I'm going to wrap this one up. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the break, but again, computer problems. They're all solved now. Knock on wood. So until the next episode, thanks for watching, and take care.